channel. I hope you're all well. Today is going to be an updated makeup routine, as I know I already have one from a while ago on my channel, but I've got a lot of new products since then, and I've got a lot of new kind of things I've been doing to my makeup. It's also going to be my everyday hair routine as well, which is this half up bun kind of thing. And this makeup look, which is literally just my everyday makeup routine that I would do if I was just you know, not going like, it's not a glam thing, so it's not like going out, it's just if I was going running errands or something like that, in and out of the house. So this is just basically what I do most days. So yeah, if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. So I'm just going to start off with my base. My base at the moment, I've just been using the Radiant Primer from Primark. I always stumble when I say that, primer from Primark. To my face. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit just so. A little goes a long way with this, so you don't need like a lot. I just want to say, if you can hear like a really weird noise, it's the heating, so sorry about that. God, my hair looks like Hagrid today. Once I've put my base on, I've got a couple of spots at the moment, so I'll just go ahead and put some concealer on any red patches or that. As you've probably seen in my previous videos, my go-to concealer at the moment is the Revolution Conceal and Define in colour C8.5. I've actually pretty much nearly ran out of it, which I'm really sad about. I'm going to have to go and get some, make a trip to Superdrug next week and get one. But I'm just trying to use it as much as I can out of the bottle. So what I'm doing is I just put it on any red areas, and then I'll just get my beauty blender and blend it in. That spot is like the worst spot, and it's in the worst possible place, but it's like one of those ones where I've popped it, but it's still like a freaking mountain on my face. And I'm quite lucky. I don't usually get spots very often. The only time I'll get spots is like now, because I'm due on. So I have like a massive breakout, and it is so annoying. Just to give a bit more glow under my foundation, I've been using this is the L'Oreal True Match Highlight. It's really dirty. And then this is a Liquid Glow Illuminator. You can prime, blend and highlight, so you can pretty much use it for anything. So what I would do with that is, I've done this in a bit of a weird order. I would usually use this before I put concealer on any red patches, but I've done it in a weird order and I forgot. So I just put that sort of there on my cheekbones, and then a little bit on my nose. It just gives you a good glow like under certain areas of your face under your foundation then. This isn't like, this is literally what I do kind of, ow, it's really hard sitting on the floor, what I do sort of on an everyday basis. This isn't like any sort of glam look. This is probably, and when I say every day as well, I don't actually mean like every day. Like I actually don't do my makeup every day. There's days where I don't do my makeup at all. I probably don't do my makeup more often than I do. Oh, don't that look lovely? So once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundations on, which I showed you in my last video. I use two foundations. First one is the My Perfect Colour Matte foundation from Primark, and this is in the shade Nude. And then I also mix it with the Double Coverage Matte foundation from Primark, which is in the shade Toffee, because this is just a little bit too dark on its own, so I like to just mix it with the paler one. And then just apply to my face. I do like this foundation. I like that it does go on really nice. I just don't know if it's, when it's on sometimes, it's a bit hit and miss. Some days it will go on really nice, and then other days I'm like, what is that? And it just doesn't look nice on your skin. This really aches my arm. Does it ache anyone else's arm? Blending. Okay, so once all my foundation's blended, it takes me like about 5 billion hours. So once that's all done, I look a bit weird for a while because, I don't know, I always think I look weird with foundation on and nothing on my eyes and nothing on my eyebrows. Once that's done, then I will just go ahead and I usually take a bit of powder, which is the Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless. And this is in the shade Classic Ivory. I just take that on this Real Techniques brush, just a powder brush, and then I just brush it around the perimeter of my face like that, and then usually just on any like sort of proper oily bits on my forehead and my nose. I need a new dip brow pomade and I need a new eyebrow brush, so they're on my list as well, to purchase those. So all I do with my eyebrows is I just use, at the moment I've been using this from Obsession Makeup. I think I got this from Superdrug or Boots, I can't remember. And the brush that I use is just an angled brush, and this is from Lottie London. So I can't talk while I'm doing my eyebrows, so I'm just going to do them off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so my eyebrows are now done. I've just used the dip brow pomade, and I have then just carved them out underneath with concealer. So now I would just kind of go on to my eyes. Now I am doing this in such a weird order because I know, like, but we all have our own order. So I know, like, some people kind of do the whole of their face, like all like highlight and everything like that, and then do the eyes and eyebrows, but I actually do it in such a weird order, but it's just the order I do it. So oh no, what am I doing? So on like a day-to-day basis, like today, I don't go too wild with like eyeshadows and things like that. I kind of try and save my eyeshadow looks for where I'm actually going kind of out or out for dinner or something like that. So on a day-to-day basis, when I just want to do something quick, I have been using my bronzer as an eyeshadow because it just creates this really nice sort of subtle browny orange glow. I've been taking this fluffy blending brush from Real Techniques. It just looks like that. And then this is the bronzing powder from Bourjois Paris. I always call it Bonjour Paris, and it's not. What is my life? I just take that and then onto the brush and then tap off any excess, and then I just kind of blend it into my eye. Why am I saying blending like that? I just blend it into my eyelid. The good thing about this is it's really buildable. It doesn't come on, it doesn't go into your eye like whoa kind of thing. So I just kind of do like a really subtle orangey bronzy look. It just gives me a little bit of something on my eye, just if I can't be bothered to do any eyeshadows and stuff. This contraption, or torture device, as Callum likes to call it, and just, oh, my back's hurting on this one. Curl my eyelashes. And I use 2 mascaras usually. So on the base I usually use this, it's nearly run out, it's the Maybelline Push Up Angel Mascara. So I usually just use, do I? Yeah. So I just use this as a base because the other one that I use can be quite wet. So I just like to use this as a base for it. So I just put a couple of coats of this on. I hate doing my mascara, I just think it's so boring. I used to get individual lashes, but I haven't had them in ages. I just haven't had the money to go and get them, so I think I'm gonna get them done for my birthday. My friend Ellie does them, so I think I'm just going to get them done for my birthday. And then what I do then is I go in with this mascara, which is the False Lash Effect from Primark, and it looks like this. So then I just go in with this and just build it up. So I finished my eyes, so what I'm just going to do now is I'm going to concentrate on my face, like my highlight and contour. Actually, like I said, I would use where's it gone? My Revolution concealer, but as I've got none left, I am going to be using this concealer, which is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Concealer. No, I'm not a massive fan of this because it's a bit too light for my skin. The lighting is so bad in here, I'm really sorry. It's a bit too light for my skin. So I'm going to try and use like a minimal amount as possible, because it's just a bit too light and it goes too white and kind of like cakey for me. So I'm just going to try and use... The only thing I do like is I like the brush of this. So I'm going to just try and use as like a small amount as possible. So then I'll just blend with my beauty blender. So I've done that. I'm really not liking that concealer, so please don't judge me on it because I usually don't use it, like I said. It's just too light for my skin and just makes it look a bit weird. So once I've done that, then I will just use this palette from Revolution, and I will use, it's just the Iconic Lights and Contour Pro, and I will just use this shade here, and I'll take that on this Real Techniques brush and just put it in the areas I've just highlighted. Usually I kind of use it to kind of set it in place, just so it doesn't become oily, but also in this case I'm using it to kind of darken it up a little bit just because it's a little bit too white, so this gives it more of like a yellow tone. Yeah, so this just gives it more of like a yellowy tone rather than the white ghost of Christmas past. I've done that. Oh, then I'll just take that again, and then I take this palette again, and I would usually use this one, but as I've run out, I've kind of been mixing between the three because there's still a tiny bit left in there, so I've been mixing between the three. This is just from Superdrug. It's just an angled contour brush. Can't talk while I'm doing it, but I'm just blending. That spot is right in my contour line. Really not helpful. I then take my bronzer again, which is that one, and I take that on this brush, which is also a Real Techniques brush, just a fluffy blusher brush, and then take some of the product onto that. And then I'll just sort of do the apples, like kind of my cheeks, apples of my cheeks, and kind of blend it in with the contour. Kind of keep that bronzed. And then I will take a highlight. I kind of switch between highlights at the moment, so I have kind of two everyday ones. I have the mini pink from Primark, and this is the Mary Luminizer from the Balm Cosmetics. I think today I'm going to go for my Mary Luminizer, and I usually just either take that on this brush that I used to set my powder, or I take it on this fan brush, which is from Superdrug. So I usually start off by taking it on the fan brush, just to kind of put the littlest bit on, and then I'll build it up with the bigger brush. Look at it glow! This is a really good highlighter. I absolutely love it. Then I'll take this brush, which is an eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'll just put a bit in the corner of my eyes. Also on top of my lip there. Once I've done that, I then move on to my lips. It depends what kind of day I'm having when it comes to lips. So whether this depends where I'm going and what I'm doing, in all honesty. Sometimes I'll just go for like a nude lip, and in that case I will use my nude matte lipstick from Primark, and then other times I will go for quite a dark lip, which then I will use either, I usually only use this for a night out, but this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in Veronica liquid lipstick, and this is really, really good, and it's matte. So I usually use that for night out, but if I'm kind of just doing a day-to-day look, I'll use my lip contour kit from Primark, which is what I'm going to do now. So I just put the lip liner on first. Okay, so once I've done that, you then take the darker shade and put a thin layer of that on. So I'll just wait for that to dry, and then what you do is you take the lighter shade and you put that kind of in the middle and blend it out to the edges. You're good to go. It does go on your teeth. Make sure you check your teeth, huns. And then what I'll do is I'll just move on to my hair. So at the moment I washed my hair yesterday, so it is quite poo, like woof. So what I'll probably just do today, I don't really know. Not really doing anything today, so what I'll probably just do is kind of just have it like a half up, half down kind of vibes. I have like the habit of not wanting all my hair back though, as I used to be okay with it, but now I like to have like a little bit down. Where's my brush? Back and leave that kind of down. I don't know why it's so pussy. But do you ever have those days where you just know your hair's not going to go right? Yeah, well, today's one of those days. So then I'll just brush like the front section down a little bit and just kind of pull out random bits out the side, just so it's kind of like a little bit messy. And then I take this half piece here and I'll either put it in a ponytail, or I put it in kind of just like a low, where's my hairband? Oh god, I don't know where my hairband is. Where have I just put it? Oh, it's up there. I'll just kind of put it in like a low ponytail like that, or like a high pony, or I'll put it in a low kind of just a random bun, just like where you know, like a normal hair bun. And then I'll just play around with it for a minute. It does what it's meant to do. But then that's kind of like what it looks like after. I kind of will sort those bits out so they blend a little bit more, but I'm not really that bothered today because I'm not doing anything like kind of major. So this is kind of a hairstyle that I'll kind of do. It's got like a couple of ways to do it, because I'll either do it like properly and nice if I'm going kind of a night out or something, but I'll usually, if I'm going on a night out, it's usually a half up, half down ponytail. Whereas this is kind of a hairstyle I've adopted to when I'm kind of just lounging around the house or doing housework. I'll put like a low, just to get like some of, because my hair's so thick, just to get some of the hair out of my face, I'll just put that bun in, just to get it out of my face, and then it's out of the way. So yeah, that's pretty much my sort of makeup and hair routine for at the moment anyway. So that's why I wanted to do it, because obviously I know I've got everyday makeup on my channel already, but I wanted to do an updated one because I have a lot of new products. Oh, hang on, nearly forgot setting spray. Use the Primark Glow setting spray. Spread it all on my face. Just wanted to do an update because I have got a lot of new products since my old makeup routine. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video on Wednesday. Thanks guys.